Ghostman radio station. And tonight, my guest is Richard Jacob, who's going to tell me a little bit about what he's going to talk about today. So, Richard, what are you talking about today?
Well, my name's Jay. I'm the co-founder of Jay and Zach's Urban Adventures. There's also Zach, who's my nephew, is the other co-founder as well. We go around exploring abandoned, amazing buildings and stuff, and we video record them. We take pictures. We also, if we can't get into buildings, then we can't get in. But we leave. We go in, but we don't steal or anything.
So, how much research do you do on the building before you go in, or do you like to go in blind?
Well, some places we like to go in blind, but some places we do researches and the history and stuff like that, and why it was been abandoned and stuff.
What's the most weirdest thing that's ever happened when you've gone somewhere?
The weirdest place, the weirdest place was Curtis Drive. When I explored that in the daytime, I had like things thrown at me. I could hear musical boxes being played.
I imagine it was quite scary.
Well, not really, because I've only done it the last year or so, and my first location that I did was an old abandoned supermarket where I was living at the time, and it was pretty good, and so I started doing that, then building up from that.
So if, say, people want to know roughly what you do, don't give away too many secrets, but roughly how do you go about an investigation?
Well, like we said, me and the team, we look up locations. If we think they've been abandoned, if they have been abandoned, we look for the research, and we also ask other urban exploring teams as well for their locations. Some will give us some won't.
And what's your personal connection to this? Have you ever had any experiences yourself that inspired you to do this?
Well, like I said, I was working at the time, and I came out of work, and I've just literally decided one day, I'm going to explore the local abandoned supermarket, and then since from then, I've been into it more.
I imagine it's quite taxing out of your day, because as you say, because sometimes you can't do it always during the daytime, obviously, because ghosts don't they don't normally like to come out and say, "Hi, done at 12 o'clock, I'm going to come out and haunt you." Yeah, you could be there for like 3-4 trips and nothing happens.
Some places, myself and have done at night time, but some places we like to do in the day to go like way in and way out and stuff like that, and how bad it can be.
So when you do your filming, does someone do the filming and you talking to the camera, or is it you doing the filming and talking?
It's personally myself. We do like Facebook Lives and that, and then we introduce ourselves, and then we tell them a bit about the location, and then we take them around with us and they can see what the building was like and how it was left and stuff.
I imagine you get quite a good lot of response, because as you're doing it on the spot, people might see something that you may not spotted.
Yeah, we do. We get a lot of supporters saying, "Oh, did you notice this?" or "Did you notice that?" or basically things like that.
I know your group on Facebook is a private group, isn't it? You can't just join it.
It is, yeah. No, we put on private, and then if you want to come and there's a couple of questions that you need to answer, and just if we think you're the right person or whatever, you'll be accepted. If not, you'll be declined from the group.
That's fair enough. You've got to be a bit like that these days, and unfortunately you can't trust people as much as you used to.
that's true.
How well do you get on with your cousin? Do you ever fall out about what project you like to do?
Well, it's my nephew, but we get on my house on fire. We have a laughing joke on the locations. We take the mick out of each other. I mean, that is what we do. We don't go to the place and say, oh, we've been miserable. We have comedy videos.
That's cool. I like the fact that it's better if you get on. It's no good falling out on. So, like you say, sometimes some paranormal groups don't talk to the other lot. I can't understand why that is. Bit daft, that.
No, they take it seriously and stuff. But this is not what we're all about. We're all about to help our first. Even when we team up with teams and stuff, we have a laugh with them.
Yeah, I've seen some of your stuff, and it comes across as you're having a good time. You're sort of taking the subject seriously as well. I mean, you're not totally light-hearted, but you're sort of saying, hey, look at this. Well, oh, look, over there, what's that? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about having a good laugh and stuff, do you know what I mean? Then it makes the day or night better.
I imagine it makes your day a bit more exciting, especially in the world of coronavirus at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, that's put us back a lot of places. I've got next month we've got a really big, massive location to do, and I don't want to go into much detail of the location, but it took myself nearly over a year to finally get there.
Well, that's fair enough. I can understand why you don't want to give it away, because in case someone else gets there before you.
Yeah, exactly. But I can tell you a little bit about it. It's like a base, but it's not the base that we're interested in. It's what's on the base.
Have you ever been into these ex-grave cemeteries where they've abandoned them?
Yeah, I've done all we've done all cemeteries, we've done all churches, we've done all like schools, houses, care homes, and things like that.
Imagine there's some really weird. I know I saw one place. I can't remember if it's true or not. About haunted toilets somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought that's going to be a strange place to go to do an investigation. Turn up an abandoned toilets.
Well, yeah. The way that I would say is like when we went to explore in Hastings. It was an abandoned church, but it was just the ruins, but it still had the tower. That was an experience.
I imagine it was. And do you like to be independent from your own other groups, or did you belong to other groups before now?
Well, sometimes we do our own exploring and stuff, but we've not long been in contact with an old team that we know, and they're teaming up with us on quite a new locations.
Do you find it easy that way? Because sometimes they may be able to access something that you couldn't so easily.
Well, to tell you the truth, it doesn't bother me as long as we get the location done with and we've explored it and stuff like that. Then I'm happy with that.
I imagine the travelling side doesn't bother you then.
Well, it all depends on the funds. Some we can go locally, some we have to save up, then go there.
Yeah, I was going to say money must be a bit of an issue, because say there's a place somebody says, oh, I've got a lovely place in the Isle of Scilly. And you go, yeah, great, but just, getting there. If you fund us to go there, we'll go.
Yeah, exactly.
Perhaps you could do a Kickstarter campaign or something.
Yeah, we've started up doing our new website. We're looking to get magazines out. We've also started doing merchandises as well. So,
well, that's the way to go, because with a magazine, you can give a little bit more of how you went, what research you did, a little bit about what you saw, and who was presumed to be haunting the place. Because sometimes it isn't the most obvious hauntings, is it? People always hear the most famous. People know all the famous things, but sometimes it might be like a World War II soldier walking past or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get many animal ghosts?
What animal places? No, we haven't really done them at the minute.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. It would be nice to see if there was like an old kennels or cattery that would let you come in.
Yeah, we've googled a few of them, but we don't know if they're still there or they've been refurbished or what.
I suppose it's hard to know. Do you sort of like look it up on the map and then find out where it is, and if you can have a contact number, obviously contact the owner and say, hi, is it okay to come in and do some investigations, blah blah blah.
Yeah, but if there's no number or anything and it's been abandoned for like many years, then we can go down and explore it and stuff.
I imagine you leave it exactly as you found it, as you say, because that's important to get that across to people.
We do. We don't take anything from anywhere because it's disrespectful. It could be someone's personal belongings, or it could be this, that, and other. This is why we do the videos, we take the pictures, then we leave.
Well, then also you've got them the pictures and the video as evidence anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much anyway, does it, that side of it?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever decided to do... Have you ever put your Facebook videos onto YouTube?
Yeah, we've just done a new YouTube channel, and all our videos from when we do the Facebook Live, and that will be out there in a minute. Because
then people can look that up on YouTube and then watch it back. Because sometimes you're not always around on the Facebook when exactly you're doing it. Or you may have missed it. You think, oh, I really wanted to watch that one.
Exactly. Yeah.
What does your partner think of you doing all this?
Well, she don't mind me she doesn't mind me doing it as long as like the family comes first as well. So
I imagine also you have to make sure you. Some people do the blessings or the cleansing routines. Do you do any of that?
Yeah. Yeah, when we team up with other teams, like when they do the paranormal stuff, they do like everybody's blessing and stuff like that, and then we go in.
Have you ever felt that something's come back with you?
Well, when I was in it before, I've had I did the Ouija board. I was attached to something. Then when I did the Grey Street in Hull, I had things attached to me then.
I imagine that felt very uneasy.
It was, because 1 minute I was happy as anything, then the next minute my mood started to go down and stuff.
Yeah, because that's the side of people that people when they do investigations, they have to look into a bit, because it doesn't happen all the time. Obviously, you could go to 90% of places, nothing happens. It might be a naughty ghost, but not like a demonic ghost. But you may get that one, and then you're thinking, why is this happening to me? And then you realise what it is.
Exactly.
And then you think, I better go and see someone professional to deal with it.
Yeah.
I've done a few interviews with people that claim to have done exorcisms, and that was.
I've never done that. I've never done that, and I don't intend to do that.
No. I was listening to them and thinking, it's a bit of a dangerous thing to get into, unless you really know what you're doing.
It's extremely dangerous.
Have you got any other ambitions you'd like to do from your project? Have you got other ideas you would like to try in the future?
Well, there's many things that I would like to do in the future, but at the minute it's just this urban exploring that we're doing.
And when you do your exploring, do you use your basic like I do? You use like all the basic materials you can find, rather than being too over technical.
No, we just use our phones like when we do the lives and stuff. So
I think that's better sometimes, because sometimes you can be over technical. You know what I mean? You can be all the buzzers and bells, and I think they can be distracting.
Yeah.
Because like you say, you might go into a building and you might see a light and go, "Did you see that?" And you get loads of comments saying, "Oh yeah, actually I saw that. Oh, that was on your right side. Yeah, I saw that." And you think, "Oh, that's confirmation of what you've seen," you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Has anybody ever reported back to you saying they've heard voices talking to you and you haven't heard them?
Yeah, we've had a few like that. We have.
And I always find it strange, because when they normally do paranormal ones, they have that machine that plays back random words.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure how accurate that can be sometimes.
Yeah, it's like when we teamed up with the paranormal team last year. They had all the equipment and stuff, and it was good though.
Do you? I imagine you get lots of more information. You can, as you said before, you feed back information to each other, and sometimes there might be a thing they say, "Oh, where did you go back there? We didn't realise that."
Yeah, we just like that. So.
So what did you do before you went into ghost hunting then?
Yeah, I did that a few years ago, and it was all right, and I picked up some really good activity, but it wasn't what I really wanted to do. I wanted to go into the urban.
It makes you a bit more unique as well, doesn't it? Makes you stand out a bit from the crowd.
Yeah, it does.
Because unfortunately at the moment it's a bit flooded, the market.
It is. There's too many teams. There's too many people against each other, and one saying this, one saying that. Oh, this team's rubbish. That team's everything else. So I was just sick and tired of it.
Yeah, I got a little bit fed up. I've been a member of a few things, and I stopped being it because one wouldn't talk to the other, and this one wouldn't say this about that, and I thought, I don't really know. I just want to put it out there. If someone that says, "Oh, that's a load of rubbish," I think, "Oh, fine. I'm not worried anymore," you know.
Exactly. Everyone thinks they're better than everyone on that side.
And also, it's like all things. That anything once you get into a so-called subculture, you have to have a little bit of the belief about what you're doing anyway, don't you? You can't just go out one day and say, "Oh, I'm going to film up an abandoned building." You've got to believe there's something there in the worthwhile you going into that abandoned building in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. I've always said you don't. When you go into places, you don't always need to say something or whatever. You know what I mean?
So where can people find you? Obviously on Facebook, but we're mentioning exactly where they can find you on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, it's under as Zach Urban Adventures, and we're also on YouTube under the same name as Jane Zach Urban Adventures.
Well, as I said, I have had a look at some of them. I found it very interesting. I like your straightforward style of talking about things. You're straight to the camera.
Yeah, it's the best.
I imagine you're very proud of the area that you live in.
I'm sorry.
I imagine you're very proud of the area that you live in.
Pardon?
I imagine you're very proud of the area that you live in. Where you live, you're very proud that you found quite a lot of active locations.
I have, for places that we've been and stuff, and the places that we're coming up, we're really proud of.
I'm pleased, yeah. And as I say, you did remind me that we did talk 2 years ago, but I couldn't remember it, so I did apologise for that. But, you know, 2 years is like a long time in life, in the universe and everything. But I'm glad you still...
Yeah, I do follow you on Spotify as well.
And I don't think that I try to get things out there as much as I can. Sometimes you get good weeks with loads of stuff on, and other weeks you're hard pressed to find anything.
Yeah.
Well, the coronavirus is added to that, because nothing's going out unless it's coronavirus or that's something else, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing that's really stopping us at the minute, doing places and that, so...
Well, I'm glad you're still active. I'm definitely going to look at more at your videos. Hopefully when people listen back to this, they'll look you up and they'll go, oh yes, I'll definitely look up Jay. And that sounds a good thing to do, urban adventures like that. Perhaps one day you may even get you may even get a Netflix series out of it. You never know.
Yeah, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get big things out of it. We're trying to get the Netflix. We're trying to get Amazon. We're trying to get like seasons and stuff. So
we never know. Our little icons, big trees have been made. You never know. You can. I mean, they're always looking for new ideas. They're always looking for something new to put on. So.
Yeah, because at the minute on TV capsules, they're rubbish.
Yes, I watched a couple of the Unexplained Mysteries the other day. Oh my God!
Yeah, I watched that myself.
Oh my God, it's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. In America, they made it very uninteresting. It's like reading the news. They saw a UFO up in the sky. What colour was the UFO in the sky? I think you made an interesting subject sound like watching paint dry backwards.
Exactly.
So what have you got plans for the rest of the day then?
At the minute, trying to cook serve tea for kids.
Oh, well, they come first. You must never forget the kids.
Yeah. This is. I don't mean to be funny. We're about to cut this short because I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's right.
Kids' teas up for now.
There's no problem, mate. I understand.